And we are live. This is the wood where what happens, Shabby?
We would Gene so good.
Yes, well, okay. And that's not really what I wanted. But okay, we'll go with that. We are joined tonight by John Morgan, the pastor of the First Baptist Church of Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also joined by the leader of what's that big Christian church in Australia?
Hillsong.
Okay, the leader of Hillsong's choir, Red Eye.
Yeah, don't know how I got that job.
I didn't know they had churches in Australia.
And the First Church of Cannabis pastor, Shabisky's here.
Yes. Should I smoke some more cannabis?
And I'm the pastor of Subway.
That's
Eat fresh.
Ew.
hot.
It is kind of hot. Oh, by the way, start off. I hate to talk about this, but it happened today. About an hour and a half from here, Crawley, Tennessee, we had a mass shooting at a Kroger grocery store. If you don't know what a Kroger is, apparently he shot 13 people. One died, 12 were in critical condition, and he killed himself.
How many people there had a gun besides the shooter?
I have no idea, John. I wasn't there.
Well, if everyone was armed, maybe they would have prevented it.
If they just armed all the toddlers, we'd be safe. That's the problem.
Yeah, just give everyone slingshots and harpoons.
No, we need to try my idea. Everyone has like C4 strapped around their chest, so that way if somebody tries to shoot them, it detonates and everyone dies. So
John,
it's like mutually assured destruction.
We talked about this, and humanity would be wiped out in about 10 seconds after the button was turned on and all the bombs were activated, because someone is going to do that just because they can. John, you know this.
John.
You know this, John.
Okay, so then we need to have like some minor explosive installed in the back of their brain. That what?
No.
Bad Gene. You ruined the show already. Okay.
By the way, if you watch Tap, and we know you all watch Tap because you're obsessed with me and Shabisky, so we know you watch Tap. You noticed I wasn't on last night. I was suffering from food poisoning yesterday and last night, and boy, that sucked. And I was actually sick this morning too. I tried to do a stream this morning, and I think John Vega just felt bad for me. John Vega just like, dude, I'll give you some money if you just go away. You're sick. Because I was, but here's the weird thing. You ever been food poisoning? It's a weird thing. Like you're sick, but once, as soon as it's like you get all that liquid stuff out of you, all that, you're good. You're okay. So it don't last too long, but dang. I said, dang.
Yes, food poisoning sucks.
I don't know if I've ever had it. Maybe when I was a child.
It's horrible, John Morgan. It's about as horrible as listening to your show.
The show's awesome.
Except when I start talking, right?
Oh, do you talk on that show?
Every now and then.
Dude, when I had Landon on last week, Shab didn't say anything.
Well, I don't say nothing when Landon's on this show. We don't know what Landon's talking about, okay?
You were saying a bunch of science-y stuff, and I was playing with my balls, and that was a stream, okay? I'm sorry.
Talking about like the Drake equation and alien life and colonizing other planets.
You can colonize my
He said it at the
balls.
5 minutes. See, show him. We went exactly. We was at the 5-minute mark, so I hope that worked.
Was it John?
No, it was you, Shabisky.
Oh, I didn't realize that was why you were
God,
acting like that. I didn't know what you were doing.
Just
Wow.
This is why we need
for the first 5 minutes
long
every
intro.
episode.
See, I'm going to explain what's going on in the chat. We're trying to go at least the first 5 minutes of the show without saying swear words. That way we can have a better chance of getting into the algorithm on YouTube and people seeing us.
And who's doing the best at this task? I'd just like to point out, it's fucking me. How did that happen?
You just said word.
he fucking swore already, so that's out the fucking window. Too late.
Fuck.
Once it's done, it's done. It's fucking game fucking over.
Fuck.
I think I'm pretty decent at staying away from profanity, but
Oh shit!
Gene, say
I always-
fuck.
but I always thought the concept of profanity is just stupid. Here's a list of random words that everyone gets offended if you use. And there's like no meaning, there's no substance to any of these words. So who cares?
There's a theory. People who tend to cuss a lot are usually the most honest people.
Yep, fucking oath. What?
Yeah, so that's why I always have a problem in the beginning of the stream.
Shut up, cunt.
I agree with that.
God. Okay.
I find that people that cuss a lot are more blunt, and more blunt people are usually more honest. So I consider that theory being true, actually. So.
And I think people who get offended when people curse are fucking stupid.
Fuck
No.
you.
I get it. Like
I wouldn't say stupid.
No, it's each individual has their own things that they dislike. Like one of my friend's mums, she hates it when I drop the C-bomb, and I used to game with these people, and you all know me. I'm a foul-mouthed son of a bitch, but when I'm around her, when I accidentally drop the C-bomb, I instantly go, oh, bugger, and apologize profusely to her because she legitimately gets fucking angry. Yeah. And I don't want to piss off mum a bit ever because I love her to death, but you got to, if you like people, you'll cater to some of their idiosyncrasies. And I understand some people are triggered by the R word here. I'm trying not to use it while I'm on YouTube now because I understand it genuinely upsets people.
It does.
I'm not trying to do that, but I get that it does. We've had feedback that it does upset some people, so we try not to do it. It's just, you're just showing a little bit of respect, I guess. That's all it is.
Yeah. It is. And also it's stupid because a lot of people were raised religious. And, they don't like, a lot of religious people don't like cursing. So I wouldn't say it's stupid. No. See, are you saying all religious people are stupid? Is that what you're saying?
Like 99.9%.
No, that is not even close to being true, John. So, some of the smartest people I know are actually religious people.
Well,
they may have a belief system that I don't believe in, and I think it's ridiculous. However, in most cases, they're not stupid.
I don't know. Decent. I think
people
who go to church every.
Oh, dude, I know a bunch of stupid ass atheists.
Oh yeah.
Shab's atheist.
Well, Shab ain't stupid, but now I can tell you one right now. I don't mind saying his name. One of the dumbest people I ever met was a hardcore atheist named Rob DeRusso.
Oh fuck me.
That dude's a fucking idiot.
I lasted 5 minutes in my first conversation with that guy, and I just told him to get fucked. That dude is
me on Facebook.
Such a douche.
About 2 months ago, he messaged me on Facebook. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Nope, I ain't gonna talk to you right now."
Yeah, go away.
No.
He machine guns assertions like he makes G-Man look like a fucking amateur when it comes to machine gunning bullshit.
Oh,
assertion red eye.
He actually
got to make fun of.
No. I can pull in someone who fucking witnessed this shit. His name was Ethan. He was there.
Yeah.
And another one was DePrima. I can't fucking talk to that guy either. He's not a horrible person.
I don't think DePrima was an atheist, though, was he?
I honestly don't know what his position is now.
I don't think he was an atheist.
I don't think he was a God botherer though. I never saw him talk about God.
No, I don't think. I think he was like just.
He was into politics and fucking.
Yeah, he was into politics. He didn't talk about religion much. So I don't think he was an atheist. I might be mistaken.
And again, he's not a horrible person, but for some reason, he just rubs me the wrong way, and I just want to fucking stab my eyeballs out.
He pretty dumb too, though. He pretty dumb. He's the one I did the whole. He's the one I did the whole "I can't hear you" thing with.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's not a horrible person. I just can't remember. DeRusso, though. DeRusso's just a good douche.
I put up with DePrima more than I would DeRusso. Definitely.
If there was a house on fire, it's like I saved James first.
Yeah. And nobody's like, "No, the fuck we talking about?" So, anyways, what are you doing there, Shabby? Doing some drugs?
Yep. Well, I found some crumbs of of stuff on the ground. I'm gonna smoke it and hope it does something.
He's experimenting.
You found shit on the ground?
He found some shit on the ground. What sort of shit? Any idea what sort of scat it is?
Little mouse excrement.
I don't know. It might be from me. Sometimes I drop some droppings.
You can't control him. He's got fecal incontinence.
Fucking smoking scat.
Don't talk shit about my shit, Gene.
Oh, I went to the store today and I had to pick up some cornmeal from my mom. She makes cornbread. And so I went over and I grabbed a couple half cases of soda drinks from me and mom. And I grabbed a Mellow Yellow, which that's what my mom likes to drink sometimes. So I grabbed a Mellow Yellow. I grabbed me a Coke Cherry Zero. Well, the Mellow Yellow I grabbed was the last Mellow Yellow. And there was a woman coming down the aisle. She said, hey, I wanted that. I was like, well, you didn't get it.
It's like a Karen.
I would have just gone.
What a bitch! What does she expect you to do? Like,
well, she said, well, I came down the aisle and seen it. And I had to go down. I said, why didn't you get it? You already came down this aisle.
There also might be. There probably is some in the back, packaged up, ready to get undone and put on the shelf. No. Like
last one on the planet, Shab. That was it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happened, right? I put it in my basket and I wanted to fuck her on.
Yeah, fuck her.
Yeah, fuck her.
She's a dumb bitch. How would you want
to? I would have just cracked it and started drinking it in front of her. Going, now what?
Now what, bitch? Just pour it out on the ground.
It was a half a case, you know. But I was like, she said, hey, I wanted that. Okay, so what, bitch? I got it.
Good for you, bitch. You ever heard of Amazon? Fuck off.
Like, if she was smart, she would have gone up to Pimp and started like kissing his ass and being like,
oh my god,
you look really cute.
I really need that.
Bitch still wouldn't have got the Mellow Yellow.
No. Fuck no.
Mine was from my mama.
Yeah. Sorry, lady. Sorry, random lady.
Yeah, random woman I don't know. Hey, I want that. So what, bitch? It's mine now.
Wait.
I want $1 million. Now what, bitch?
But the claim was stupid. She'd already come down that aisle and seen there was only one left. That she's coming back to get it. That didn't make no sense. I'm like, did you piss on it like a dog or something? I don't know what to say.
Yeah, she spread her pheromones on it.
Is she trying to get her exercise in? She's like, okay, I'll come back for this. I gotta make a trip back. Gotta make
exactly. I guess she decided
around the store.
I guess she decided she wanted it after she came. She get it now.
Sounds like one of the first episodes of BoJack Horseman, like the muffins.
I like the I remember that episode. I like the BoJack Horseman. That's a good show.
I don't like how they ended it. I think it would have been better if they actually killed off BoJack.
Yeah,
if he actually died at the end. Would have been more tragic.
That would have been cool.
Oh.
I seen the preview to the new Dune series, by the way, Red. You know, we was talking about that last week. It actually looks really good.
Eh?
It looks
There's
decent.
a new graphic novel of Dune that came out that I just purchased.
Well, they made a series of it, and it looked good. And you know what? Also, they did. They made a new, I guess, a remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I don't like any of those movies.
Why?
It's going to be on Amazon Prime, apparently.
Oh.
It's a movie, not a series. If they'd have made a series about maybe be interested, but another movie?
Why is it that humanity needs to remake stuff that was already done and done well? Like, there are so many fucking good fucking stories to be told, and we're not getting to hear any decent new stories. We're just getting the same fucking shit served up. It's like, are they going to remake Total Recall in another fucking 10 years? When do they start remaking the Terminator movies and things? It's just like, give us a break, Hollywood. Fuck, you know what I've been doing? Bollywood, Indian sci-fi movies, the Chinese fucking film industry is pumping out really decent quality sci-fi movies at a rate that is just making Hollywood look like a bunch of fucking stoners now. It's frightening.
Oh, I learned something about the Asian kids. You know, Asian kids don't believe in Santa Claus. You don't know why? Because they're the ones that make the fucking toys.
Ooh. Well.
They're the elves. Elves aren't children; they're just Asian kids.
Tommy said he got your shirt in today. It looks awesome, and Mug will be here soon, man.
Are you gonna get
sweet,
mine?
Dude.
What about my shirt? What about me?
Nobody wants your shit.
Oh, stoked you like it, dude.
I'm kidding.
I'm actually working on a new design. I found an old photo of Maximilian from the Black Hole, and I'm currently got it in paint, and I'm ruining the photo into something that's not a photo, but hopefully it kind of looks cool. I'm going to go with a theme of robots with red eyes that were in movies that like to do lots of murder, death kills, and Maximilian from the Black Hole. He's pretty awesome at that.
That's hot.
Yeah.
There you go.
So good stuff, Tommy. Thank you for letting me know, mate. Appreciate it.
They should make a movie called Borgs versus Terminators.
No,
No.
let's not do that. Did we not learn anything from Alien versus Predator? And that, what the fuck? Let's not do that. That belongs in comics, in actual comic books.
And people get mad at me, but Jason versus Freddy sucked too.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't like the Friday the 13th
The fight,
films.
well, I like the Friday the 13th films,
No,
but
I think they're stupid. What?
I'll slap shit at you.
I don't like Prom Night. I don't like any of those slasher films. I think they're just really.
I like slasher films more than I do like horror monster movies. The slasher films make more sense than horror like monster.
I just think it's very vanilla genre.
I like it when especially when like movies like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. I like those types of slasher movies because it's actually people doing it, and they can actually get killed.
I actually like Scream. I think Scream's funny.
I like Scream 1, the trilogies. I didn't like the sequels. I didn't like.
I think movies like Jaws and things that are based on stuff that could actually happen to you. That they're the ones that really fuck with your mind.
I agree.
Jaws is one of the biggest ones that people just went, "Yep, fuck going to the beach this summer. I'm staying at home." I'm
gonna tell you a movie that I like. A lot of people shit on, but I thought it was fun to watch, and that was Lake Placid.
Say my favorite horror films would be like Jacob's Ladder. I guess those psychological. I like
Rosemary's Baby.
The Fly, The Thing.
The Fly.
Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby is an excellent film.
And the 70s like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Did you like the Damien films?
Can you name a few?
Damien.
The Omen.
The Omen.
Yes.
Yeah, The Omen. I don't know what I'm saying. His name was Damien, but the Omen, yeah. The Omen. The Omen's movies were pretty decent. They were pretty. I've
only
creepy.
seen the first one, but
I think Children of the Corn, the original, was fucking scary. When I was a kid, it came out. That shit scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of fun in a campy kind of way, but I like the book a lot better.
I can't stand that one. The movie where he got on top of he drove a car, and they played that fucking old song. Jeepers Creepers, that's one.
Oh, I hate Jeepers.
I hate Jeepers. You know what, though? Here's the thing about Jeepers Creepers. When it first started out, when the movie first started, I was interested. I thought it was going to be something else. And then that whole character, it ruined. I didn't like it at all.
I don't know, like Stephen King. Like his stories that are like not horror, like The Green Mile and The Shawshank Redemption. I like the movies better. But all the horror stuff like the Tommyknockers or the Langoliers, the books are fun. The movies fucking suck.
Pet Sematary was all right, the original.
Yeah. My favorite scene in the Pet Sematary is when the father, like the family's away, and he's in the bathtub and he puts the hot rag on his head and he's just calming down, and the cat drops the dead mouse in the tub.
What was the name of the cat? Church? Wasn't that the name of the cat?
Yeah, Church.
Yeah. It was a fun movie. I mean, it was a pretty decent movie. I didn't like the sequel. The sequel was fucking terrible.
Well,
terrible.
I actually kind of liked it because of how stupid and bad it was.
It was so bad. It was so bad. But they do that with a lot of movies, man. Most of the time, the sequels it doesn't live up to what. Sometimes there's a sequel that's pretty good. Most of the time,
Terminator 2, better than the original.
I agree.
And the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2, that was better than the original.
Rocky 2 was better than the original Rocky. Even though the original Rocky was damn good too, but yeah. Which I'm a big Rocky fan.
I'm trying to think of some other sequels that are better than the original.
We watched a really scary movie last night, right, Gene?
What film was it? Courage the Cowardly Dog meets Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch The Cube. And then everyone's like, no, we want to watch Courage meets Scooby-Doo. And I'm like, oh, okay.
To be honest, like I never really cared too much for Scooby-Doo. I think it's kind of repetitive and not that great.
You're talking shit about Shaggy the original stoner.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
that's part of my childhood right there, bro. Scooby-Doo.
Well, not mine. Okay.
Where are you?
I mean, like on Cartoon Network, they aired like reruns of all the different Scooby-Doo series all the time.
That's a joke, Gene.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean it's a joke?
Well, when I said it's not part of my childhood, it's a part of everyone's childhood. Like,
okay,
seeing Scooby-Doo, that's what I meant. Like, it was just, I'm sure it was just as popular growing up when I was growing up as when he was growing up. You know,
I don't know. Y'all had other cartoons more popular. I think.
They had the live action Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. And that was really
god,
bad.
that was a clusterfuck. It had fucking
or Scrappy as the villain.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and her fucking boyfriend, whatever his name was, he played Freddy. That was just the worst casting for all of the parts. Like, the dude looked nothing like Freddy. He's just like a little manlet trying to play this dude that was supposed to be the big alpha male in the group, while Shaggy was supposed to. They did cast Shaggy's character pretty good. And they couldn't help but do Scooby, right? Because he was fucking CGI.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dude that played Fred was just like potentially the worst casting ever.
Yeah.
Buffy. Buffy played Velma.
Oh yeah.
Or not Velma, Daphne.
Yeah.
And then the guy who played Shaggy, he was the killer or one of the killers in Scream.
In Scream, yep.
Have you seen the Scream movies, Shabisky?
Yeah. Did you get it mixed up? The girl that played Buffy, she played like the pretty girl in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Daphne.
Oh God, I always get what's the nerdy girl's name?
Velma.
Okay, every time I always get it mixed up.
And who is really the hot one?
But definitely.
Well, in the cartoon, Daphne was the hot one.
No, when Velma takes off her clothes.
Velma was an ugly bitch in the cartoon. I don't know.
We're talking about the movie.
Yeah, but they made her sexy over the years and stuff. But let's face the fact, in the actual cartoon, she wasn't a pretty girl cartoon character. Daphne, I would have probably stuck a dick in and got a little ink on my dick.
Why? Because she's animated.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
You're weird.
Yeah, but there ain't but one cartoon character I've ever found sexy, and that was Judy Hopps.
What's the website, Rule 34, where like they pretty much have like porn of any sort of like cartoon character? You need to go to Rule 34 and type in Scooby-Doo or Daphne, and
you do it.
Yeah, you do it, Gene.
It's probably going to be gross.
There's a $60 goal for tonight's show, so please help us get there. I appreciate it very much.
But on Comixology, which is a website where like you subscription to digital comics, there's a Scooby-Doo comic that's like all adult. It's got gore and stuff like that.
Yeah. And
Scooby can talk because he's like genetically modified, and Shaggy is this trainer at this facility that like Velma's or Daphne's a scientist for. and like Scrappy Doo is the villain. And I'm like, okay, why is Scrappy Doo the villain here and like in the movie? And I like looked into it, and it turns out there's this huge history behind people hating Scrappy Doo. He's considered one of the most like dislikable.
Yeah, Scrappy wasn't a popular character.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of funny. Like when I was a kid and they made him the villain, I'm like, what? Like I didn't get it, but apparently there's a story behind that.
You know what aired last night, don't you?
Oh, what's that?
Season 41 of Survivor.
My mother loved Survivor when I was a kid.
Well, your Pimpmunk does too. I'm a huge Survivor nut. And it's a new era of Survivor. It's no longer 39 days. It's 26 days, I think, because of the whole COVID deal. They got to fit 2 seasons in, and with the 2 weeks of isolation or whatever, they have to shorten the season. So, because they have to be isolated for 2 weeks, quarantined for 2 weeks before they can go to the show. So they have to shorten the seasons, and they do 2 seasons a year. So.
I think they need to like build these islands on like international waters, so that way they're not bound by any sort of legality.
Well, Survivor, it's done in Fiji, so
yeah, but there's still some like legality there. They need to make their own Survivor like government, and they need to just put all these dangerous exotic beasts there, and just make it as dangerous as possible.
I don't think
it's called Australia, you idiot.
Yeah, but Australia, like, still, they're bound by the Australian government. They need to make it so...
Well, Australia has their own Survivor show, too.
Yeah, they have their own Survivor show, but they need to make it so there's just, like, bear trap. They need to make it like Saw. Like, they're on the island, and there's death traps everywhere, and whoever loses the game, like, gets killed off, or they have to, like, lose one of their limbs or something like that. I mean...
You're just describing everyday life in Australia at this point.
Mm-hmm. And the person who wins, who gets all the money, they're the last one alive. So they need...
They're not going to kill nobody, John, for a reality show, okay?
Why not?
Because it's against the law.
Well, that's why they need to make, like, the international... Like, they need to make the artificial islands on international waters.
Yeah, I still think you'll find international law it prohibits murder.
Yeah, I think that may be something.
Especially for the production of a fucking TV show. This is not Rome. We do not have a Colosseum anymore, John. Calm down.
What? They just need to spend a bunch of money on lawyers, and they need to get like the people to sign consent.
Yeah, I'm gonna consent. Yeah, or I've got a one in what? How many contestants are on each show?
Yeah, they need to make it like 50 contestants, so it's like
1 in 50 chance of winning the money. Yeah, fuck that shit. Who's signing up to that? Someone who's really high on coke and meth, and Trubisky apparently.
Yeah.
I want to
be on TV.
I want to be on a reality show. I definitely couldn't do Survivor. I couldn't do Survivor. I don't love it. I couldn't handle it. But Big Brother, I could do. And
you just fart and drive people out of the house that way.
Yeah, I believe I could be, because I'm pretty, I'm pretty clever when it comes to shit and like hustling. So I could hustle some motherfuckers to be on my side and make it all the way to the end. I believe that. I believe that. Because I'm a lovable guy, right? Everybody in the house would love me. They wouldn't want to vote me out because they think I'm so sweet. But behind their backs, I'm stabbing every one of them motherfuckers.
Wow.
But I'm saying, like, like with like all the Haiti migrants and everything, I think they should make like a reality show that's like inspired off of like The Running Man.
I'm disavowing right now.
There's another reality show that's been going on for 2 years now. The new season starts in a couple of weeks. That is really good. It's called Tough as Nails. It's a really good show. Go ahead.
How about this? Like, if somebody's trying to sneak across the border,
they
get caught, they pass out, they wake up.
We're not making a reality shot of people suffering like that.
No, the winner gets citizenship. And it's only the alphas that get through. So that you get to satisfy the Republicans because it's like 1 in 20. So you're pruning off like the numbers of like the immigrants, and you only get the cream of the crop. So you do a little selective breeding.
That's some sick shit.
Yeah. We here at at the Wood do not
no, we do not
associate ourselves with such concepts, and we
What?
disavow emphatically.
You're a piece
I'm gonna
of
have to make a new shirt now that just because of you that says emphatically disavow, just to be perfectly clear.
They'll have some kind of explosive collar that detonates,
Oh,
and they wake
God.
up strapped to a chair in front of a TV. It tells them there's 20 other
John,
illegal aliens. What?
John, shut up.
Please kick me off the show.
We're not
You
going to do
just
that.
kick me.
John.
Kick me off the show now, please. Hurry,
What?
quick.
No,
Kick me off
I
the
tell you what, if we get a tip of $80, I will kick John off the show. But it's got to be one solid $80 tip.
Oh, damn.
I think I'm coming up with some good show ideas.
Oh, now tell you what, for every $5 tip, every $10 tip, we'll mute John for 5 minutes.
Damn, Gene. You gonna allow this kind of treatment, Gene? Beat him up. Yell at him.
Discrimination, I believe.
Discrimination. Ain't no
Discrimination.
I think everyone's entertained by the stuff I have to say.
I don't think nobody's entertained by you torturing poor Mexican fellas.
I think we're on an FBI watch list now, that's for sure.
That's not entertaining, John. The only person that would probably be entertained in there is and he's not in there, so yeah, I'm not gonna say nobody that.
Hunger Games is one of the top selling novels that have come out.
But
in the last
it's
decade.
not real, John.
Yeah, it's not. Well,
You're wanting to make a real Hunger Games. That's not.
I'm just joking. I'm not being serious. I don't.
Oh, just joking, bro.
Yeah,
Just joking, bro.
Just joking, bro. It's a prank, bro.
Just a prank, bro. I'm just joking about this whole mass murder with C4 strapped to people's fucking heads.
What?
So, whoa.
God, Gene, you're a bad person.
Have you had your medication today, John?
Yeah.
Good. I'm just.
You need
just
to
asking.
take more of it.
Yeah.
Any psych meds? I'm mentally sound. I don't need to take any of those psych medications.
You've demonstrated on this show and your show that you're perfectly capable of formulating plans to control an entire population by strapping explosive charges to various parts of their bodies that can be triggered by any son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Did you know that there's a Tiger King season 2 coming out?
Oh, why? What are they in prison?
I don't know, but why? Because it made them a lot of freaking money. Why the first season did? I don't know how though. I mean, I don't know what's going. It says it promises. It's on Twitter. It's trending on Twitter right now. And it says Tiger King season 2 confirmed for release this year as Netflix promised just as much mayhem and madness.
Fucking hell.
I will say this now. It was intriguing. That documentary was intriguing as hell, dog. And I think it was a lot new because it came out at the perfect time, right? The pandemic hit, boom, they came out with it. Said, what in the hell is this Bob person doing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got something that says, wait a minute. I used to be a fan, but the racism on here is too much. I'm sure it goes against YouTube guys to hate speech. What hate speech has been on this show once, Bob? Show me where there's been actual hate speech on my show.
So you talking about the stuff that I'm discussing, which is clearly hyperbole.
Get rid of them. Yeah. They wouldn't be typing a fucking book or two worth of shit if they weren't a troll.
What?
They just fuck. Don't take
Chab,
them seriously.
that's not a book's worth of information. That's only 2 pages.
Can you beat him up, Red Eye?
Now you can't. Bob doesn't have to worry about it. Okay, anyways. I mean, that bothers me because there's no racism on this show. Everybody knows if you're racist on this show or in the chat room, we kick you the fuck out.
If we were actually legitimately what that man claimed to be, do you think Mrs. Parker would leave us with our faces on? I'm pretty sure she would have torn them the fuck off by now if she fucking got a whiff of fucking actual racism around here. Just saying.
One of my best friends around here is Monty. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Man.
There's like Monty's a really fucking cool dude. I don't think he'd come and hang out with us of his own free will if he thought we would genuinely harbored feelings like that. Just saying.
I'm 189th Native American, which makes me a minority, so I'm not offended by anything
Japanese.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's
and
Japanese.
that's why my skin is red, because
no, you're Lupanian.
I'm what?
Lupanian.
Yes, exactly. That makes me a minority.
Yeah.
So if one minority says that there's no racism, it's just
that's what you call an Albanian with lupus, a Lupanian.
Yeah. An appeal to Lupanian fallacy.
I got a giggle out of Red Eyes. Sometimes I just say some really stupid shit and Red Eyes gotta laugh. He's like, fuck, that's stupid and funny.
No, but you're being ableist, Pimp, so I'm actually triggered.
I'm not. You're not able to do shit, so shut the hell up.
I'm going to join Bob and spam in the chat about how I'm.
If I'm being an AI, that's the
ableist
wrong
rhetoric.
Word. That's the wrong word to use for that, though. Ableist, because it sounds like you're like, if you're ableist, you're making them able to do things.
I think like ableism is just prejudice towards like any kind of disability.
That's the wrong word, though.
What's the? Are you saying you think there should be a different word, or that?
Yeah,
that's
they shouldn't
not
say ableist or ableism. They shouldn't say.
They're.
I do agree that like the term
call
ableism,
it cripplist.
the term ableism. It's like, what about people who don't have disabilities, but some people are just genetically more adept for like sports and athletics?
It should be cripplist. You're a cripplist.
It's true.
I've heard the term sanism, which is a term for like discriminating against people with like psychiatric disorders. But then what would a person who engages in sanism be? Would they be a sanist?
A mask is... Well, now that, we got the anti-vaccine people calling us mask killers. Instead of mass killers, mass murderers. Mass murderers. So, yeah. There's a lot of isms, Phil Clark. I will agree.
Shabisky qualifies for a lot of isms.
Well, what I do?
I think we need to stop beardism. People who are beardists.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I don't like that.
What about prejudice towards nerds? I face so much prejudice because...
No, dude, nerds is on top of the mountain right now. Y'all can't claim this shit. Nerds rule the world right now. So, y'all have been in charge for a long fucking time now. So, fuck all that shit.
But, like,
nerds get all the pussy now. They got all the money. Fucking, look at the damn top 5 richest people in the world. 3 of them are the biggest goddamn nerds on the planet. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff, whatever his name is. Bezos.
Yeah, but Shabisky, the other day I was trying to like talk about how we should farm like crickets because it's much better for the environment and they have a much greater nutritional yield. And Shab's all like, God, why are you talking about all this like nerdy stuff, all this information? And it's like, look at all like the like nerdist discrimination that I get from Shab.
Shut up, you nerd.
Yeah, here's why that's bullshit. Can you make a fucking delicious, well-done cheeseburger out of fucking crickets? Dude. No, you can't. There's a crucial ingredient you need. It's called fucking cow. You need cow in that goddamn burger.
Cricket patties? You don't think you could use crickets and create like a cricket patty? And
no.
I don't know, like a lot of those like weird like vegan meat substitutes they have. Like I'm living in Hipsterville in the neighborhood I'm in, and some of that stuff tastes very, very decent, authentic. I'm sure if they use something that's actual meat, like insects, and made some kind of bug insect cricket patty, I'm sure it would probably taste even more decent than that.
I don't want no damn bug insect cricket patty.
Yeah, no, I'll pass.
You need to leave my bugs and insects out of my damn patties.
I don't know about eating cow. Like I went to my uncle's farm in New Jersey a few weeks back.
Well, no, you ain't eating a cow. You know what? Don't say you eat a cow patty. A cow patty's shit, buddy.
Huh?
Well, no, I said you need cow on the burger. I didn't say cow patty. I said cow. An entire fucking cow.
Yeah.
With another cow shoved inside that cow.
But John Margaret was going to say cow patty, which is shit.
Well, no, I'm saying like eating cow in general. It's like my uncle had a cow and her name was like Ruby. And I don't know, after like interacting with like petting and everything, it's kind of like, oh my God, I don't want to eat any cows anymore.
You should have took the cow meat.
Don't eat that cow and go and eat a different fucking cow. Simple.
What you should have done.
Fair point.
What you should know. No, here's what you should have done with that Ruby cow, right? You should have took and made cubes of the meat, and you could call it a Ruby cube.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, it's a play off a Rubik's cube. Yeah. My God, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
I'm the smartest
actually.
one.
I can solve a Rubik's cube in like less than.
I don't give one wet fuck, John. Prove it.
How quick can you do one, John? How quick can you solve a fully screwed up?
Let me get my time. Somebody get a timer right now. 1, 2, 3 minutes.
Nah, good enough.
Okay.
That's randomized enough. Go for it, John.
Go now.
Now I'm all nervous because I'm on stream doing it.
I don't think. If you don't do it in a minute, you gotta give me $80.
I'll do it in close to a minute.
No, you said a minute. What you said? So 10:43. It's gotta be done.
Now I'm all anxious.
Well, you said it, didn't you, Sammy?
You got this, John.
I hope you failed.
Uh,
You got like 30 more seconds.
Okay, I can do it in like 3 minutes.
That ain't what you said, homie.
You're being pedantic.
You said a minute.
My mate's sister used to be able to solve Rubik's Cubes well and truly under a minute. The quickest time she ever nailed one at a competition was 26 seconds. She just went, blah, 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 and it was fucking done.
That minute's
fully randomized.
You failed, John. It's over. You failed, John.
Oh, I gotta finish it.
But you said a minute.
John, well, you know.
I said in around a minute.
No,
that was an estimate, to be fair.
No,
yes.
He said a minute.
You're being pedantic.
And today, John learned not to make claims online that involved practical demonstrations in real time. They can go wrong. And you also don't want to work with animals, except if you're Shabisky. For some reason, his cat's so fucking high it doesn't do anything. It just sits around all day going, oh yeah, it's a good weed, man. Yeah,
he's crazy.
Yeah.
It's been 10 minutes now, John.
Who's seen the new Peter ad on Twitter today? Did you see that fucking thing with all the fruit and veg and they're rubbing it up suggestive? Oh my God. It's like, just start making porn, Peter, at this point. Or fuck fruit. Just start fucking the fruit.
Needs to make porn?
Yeah. The suggestive ad they made today was just like, oh, Jesus Christ. What's the fucking point of it again? I don't even remember. It's basically people fingering fruit.
I like the finger fruit myself.
Well, we know what your Google search history involves: microwaving melons and all sorts of shady shit. How you going there, John?
There we go.
Dun, 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 dun. He actually got it done in a couple of minutes. That's pretty good.
It was 3.5 minutes. I was sitting there counting.
That's still pretty good.
I was watching the timer up in the corner here.
I was kind of anxious. I was doing it on stream.
Yeah, but you said a minute and now you owe me money. So fuck off.
You piece of shit, Gene. You lied to us.
We advertised the show saying
I moved the goalpost from around a minute to around 3 minutes.
But you did it after I made the rules, so fuck you.
But John, we spent a lot of money advertising this show, claiming that we had someone that could solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute, and you've let us down. We've done the false advertising isms.
Hey, I've done it in under a minute before.
Well, you didn't do it tonight, though, did you?
Oh, nah.
You bitch.
Well, hey, it depends. Sometimes I get it done less than a minute. Sometimes it's like 2 minutes. It's usually around that 2 hour or 2 minute span of time.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yes.
The truth leaks out.
Most people couldn't even do it in 2 hours.
That's right.
I can do it in 3.7 seconds.
Prove it. I don't see Rubik's Cube.
Well, I do.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing some like Penn and Teller stuff there.
Whoa. That's frightening. Don't do that, boss. Freak me out, man.
Freaking me out, bruh.
Freaking me out. My nose itching.
You should cut it off then. It will never itch again.
It's like I'm on pain pills and I'm not. Dude, that's my tick when I'm on pain pills back in the day. If you ever did this shit a lot, you knew I was fucking high.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a tick from a lot of people when they're on opiates, though. Your nose, but for some reason, my damn nose itches today. I didn't do no opiates, I promise.
Like I'm the kind of person where like I have headaches like every day, and it's like there's never a day where I don't have headaches, and the only time like throughout my entire adult life where I haven't had a headache is when I had my wisdom teeth pulled and they gave me opiates. And it, like those 3 days, it's like it was bliss, no headaches. So it was after I had my wisdom teeth pulled, so that's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
Well, head to the dentist and get all your teeth pulled and just then get some new ones put in, some falsies, and then get them pulled. Just keep going back to the dentist to get shit ripped out. They'll just pump you full of fucking opiates and you'll be
need to become
happy. No, you've got a strong character, John. You'd never become addicted to any substance.
He does have no character.
I'm the kind of person where I probably wouldn't get addicted to like a substance, but I definitely do get addicted to certain activities.
Yeah. Real quick, Phil Clark gave $5. Thank you, Phil Clark. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
Like plotting out murder, it's one of my addictions. I've never followed through with it, but I do find my free time one thing that really calms me down is like just creating maps of my area, plotting out where certain people are.
Jesus Christ. So, hi, Dexter. How you doing? What's happening? Just change your name right now to Dexter.
But what's really fun is you try to target people who are like big names because that's too easy. That's no fun. There's no challenge there.
Wow. And I just want to say hi to the FBI agents listening into the show at the moment. It's like, how you doing? Got a merch store. Got some shirts if you'd like.
Got a merch store.
FBI agents and everything, like ATF, all those people that won't leave me alone. They've never found anything on me, and all the other stuff that I've done, or whatever, they haven't called me yet. So I don't think if I started the murder thing, I don't think they'd be able to catch me.
I have a glorious beard.
Why is there a florist van parked out the front of John's place? With a whole bunch of aerials and dishes on the roof. It's a bit weird.
It's been there for the last 3 years. I think they'd give up by now.
It is across the street from a goddamn flower shop.
Ah, okay. That explains everything.
I'm eating my beard.
Don't do that.
Okay.
It's not a consumable item.
It can be.
No.
Eat it. There are people who eat their hair and they end up dying because they can't digest it. On 1,000 Ways to Die, there was a woman who had a habit of like chewing on her hair, and she ended up dying because it obstructed her digestive system.
It did.
Yeah.
She should have just coughed up a hairball. She would have been fine.
Coughed up hair on his balls.
Whoa, hey, that's inappropriate content. But making fun of the lady dying, that's fine. But what you said is inappropriate. Wow.
Well,
Death is pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay, John, you're trying to be edgy. You just sound like an ass.
He's so edgy.
What? It's dark humor.
No, that's not really gallows. You're just being
joke.
a dumbass.
Just dark jokes, bro.
I remember when I let Red know what dark humor was called. He loved those fucking terms.
Gallows humor.
Yeah.
And then I read up on it.
Yeah.
It was basically a whole thing is when they had public hangings and they'd try and just, people would try and tell a joke before they got fucking strung up to get a laugh out of the fucking audience because that's. And it's dark as it's just fucked up. The whole concept is like, this is wrong. This is so wrong. I kind of like it because it's so fucking wrong. And then I kind of embraced the whole concept, and now I love the darkness of it all. Like, but there's appropriate places, times, and audiences who tell these sorts of jokes too. Choose wisely.
Well, you gotta know how to do it on my show, John, and you're not very good at it.
Okay, I think if people went back and through the stream, they'd be able to find a compilation of Pimpmunk laughing at my little, murder jokes.
No.
You're just gaslighting me, Pimp.
You say that all the time.
Damn.
Come up with new shit, fucking like it.
Damn. I think you're being hypocritical because everyone will repeat certain phrases and certain shticks. Everything comes down to a pattern, Pimp. There's always repetition. That's part of discrete mathematics and parameter logic.
Somebody
and
beat him up.
And predicate logic. What you're doing right there is like apophenia.
Oh my god!
Fuck! We seem to be having technical difficulties. Just give us a moment, folks, and we'll get the show right back.
Oh,
hey, John.
back.
Hey,
dude, that was funny, man.
You think we could do a fundraiser to get Gina muzzle or something?
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't bite people.
No, so you shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, we're a pleasant, friendly bunch around here, aren't we?
Well, according to certain people, I don't talk enough.
Well, those people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If you talk to Origin, apparently I need to talk less.
Well, Origin's an idiot.
No comment.
No comment.
Well, I'll comment on it.
No comment.
Yeah. Origin is not welcome here. He's an idiot.
No comment.
He's not an idiot. He's got a bookshelf. It makes him smart.
Yeah.
Oh,
got a bookshelf.
He's got a point there. I've seen that bookshelf, and he's got books. He actually has books. An arsenal.
Well, I'd like to beat him to death with one of those books, to be honest with you.
What?
Wow.
What?
In Minecraft.
Minecraft. Yeah.
He wants to burn your village to the ground in Minecraft, Origin. All of it. And your books. All of your Minecraft books will burn. Now what? Dun dun dun.
The way you're talking almost sounds like that character on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Those aliens.
No.
You almost sounded you sounded like
they're Plutonians, aren't they? Is that what they're called?
Do it again.
No.
No.
I refuse. I refuse.
Do it.
All right. After the show, we can fuck, but
you got to do it while we do it.
We may have an episode of Shit Shot or Fart in a little bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, babe.
Episode of Shit Show fucking a little bit.
What the fuck?
That's what I heard. So
you need to stop snorting your pills or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, what did he say?
Shit, shot, or fart.
He said you suck.
Oh.
Yeah, shit, shart, or fart. Okay.
John.
Yes.
Fuck you, John.
Whoa,
Yeah,
hey. Listen, everybody get naked and give each other a reach around. It's bonobo conflict resolution time. There's too much tension in this room. Come on now. Calm down, everybody.
Now, do you think, chimpanzees, if you have them as pets, they, rip your arms off? And he mentioned bonobos, so I was getting
but what did you just say, though?
like chimpanzees, if you have them as pets, they'll like
Is
rip
he
your.
not saying that weird?
What chimpanzee?
Say it again.
Chimpanzee.
That just don't sound right. Chimpanzee.
You're nitpicking, Pim. You're being pedantic.
Aluminum.
You're saying chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee.
You're putting a lot of emphasis on the Z.
Z.
Riveting.
No,
This
but
is riveting stuff.
if chimps are bad pets because they like rip your arms off, they're too violent. Bonobos are known for being very docile. Do you think bonobos would make good pets?
No, because they like to live with other bonobos and they all just fuck. So there's no dominant.
They probably just try to fuck you. Instead of murdering you, they'd fuck you.
I don't know. Do bonobos want to fuck humans? I don't think so. I think they just want to fuck other bonobos and be left alone. They don't want to be fucking groped and molested by you, John. Jesus.
Yeah, Gene, you weirdo. Leave the bonobos alone.
Look, I wouldn't bonobo. I wouldn't.
Oh, no. You just basically went into dad joke territory. And after the day I had in fucking the other day in Shabby's chat where they just bombarded me with those fucking things. Yes, sir. Can cease and desist immediately.
Yes.
But I mean, like, bonobos are smart. So if you had one as a pet, you could teach it how to like make you breakfast.
No.
Make you eggs and bacon and mow the lawn and give it chores.
No, you see, you just said it was smart, so I'd learn how to open the door and leave because you're turning it into your fucking slave at that point, John.
Yeah,
that's not very nice.
That sounds like bonobos-isms to me.
Yeah. That's not cool, John. We here at the Wood disavow this concept of enslaving bonobos to do lawn care.
It's like a...
You know who my favorite baseball player was? Bonobo Jackson.
Oh, God. It's happening again.
It was like one of the Planet of the Apes sequels. They were like conditioning all the apes to be pretty much slaves. And that they rebelled against their human oppressors. And dude, the original Ape series is fucking weird. Went down a rabbit hole after the first movie.
What the fuck is he doing right now?
What?
He's just all over the checkerboard.
Man, this is called Attention Deficit Disorder 101.
He was like boom, 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 boom. Like, you talked about 87 things in 5 seconds.
What? We were talking about apes, and Planet of the Apes is like...
Yeah, but you were talking about bonobos, and all of a sudden this movie...
Well, he mentioned conditioning like bonobos as like slaves, and that reminded me of like the Planet of the Apes sequel, where they
you need
like
to take some Ritalin, bitch.
Yeah, so basically, we just did this. We just went bonobo, yeah, apes, Planet of the Apes, apes, Uranus, planet, Uranus, my asshole, Uranus. We just fucking lily pad skipped over fucking. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. I was completely lost by this motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love John, but right there, John, you confused the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I was listening to you, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm impressed.
A little bit too like tangential there.
You just do you, John. You do you, boo. Knock it out of the park.
Wait a minute,
calling
you just call him boo.
I call everybody boo. I say you do you, boo. Because everybody's boo. I just want people to be happy. I'm a sweet boy.
Girlfriend in high school would call me boo all the time.
I'm calling you boo now, John. We're dating.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, boo.
Like I had a girlfriend was calling that, now Red Eyes calling me that.
Your girlfriend was trying to scare you, John.
Wait a fucking second. You just said that was weird. You're the motherfucker that's been talking about strapping fucking charges of C4 to the entire planet's to everybody's head. The entire planet.
Not their
and
head,
if one
their chest.
person, you've said head before. You fucking said head before too. And then if one single person does something wrong, everybody dies.
Why does Shabby do this every night now? Exactly 11 o'clock he goes away. Exactly the second hour he walks away. He knows he's supposed to do the second hour thing.
Maybe that's his daily BM.
No, he's taking life-saving medication.
Red's finna get half his pay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Red's finna get half Shabby's pay. Red, what are we doing the second hour?
We demand.
Yeah, that's basically all I ask out of Shabby is to say those words, and he gets paid for it. And then he wants Red's taking his money. No, damn it. Anyways, that's right. We demand. That's when I tell you to give us money. Normally, I say Shabby's got a Patreon. Fuck that. Red Eye's got a shop, a store for his merchandise. Go check that out.
I have a Patreon.
Shut the fuck up, John Morgan.
What?
I was going to do that, but you fucking tried to jump ahead of me. John Morgan's got a show that nobody really gives a shit about. I'm joking. John Morgan got a show called the Pedantic Pussy Lippin' Podcast, and and he's got a Patreon. Check that out. We also have a wood Patreon.
See.
No, fuck you. We have a wood Patreon.
What?
And I tell you what, and this here, the new goal of the Patreon is $1,000. Once we reach the $1,000, we will do a 24-hour show. And every time we reach $1,000, once we reach like 2,000, we'll do a 24-hour show every time. So we're at 600 and something now. Once we reach 1,000, we will do a 24-hour show. Okay, also Streamlabs and a PayPal and a Cash App. We do have a goal of $60. Please help me make that go. Thank you very much.
Oh, and anyway, Penn, this Sunday, can you come on the show?
Well, I'm actually booked to do a show tomorrow, the Bearded Ramblings or whatever it's called. I'll let you know tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, because part of the agreement a while back was come on 3 of the shows. So far I've used up one of mine.
But you've missed like 2 shows.
Oh.
On mine. So that's out the window. I'll do what the fuck I want to with your show.
Oh, okay.
Because you missed 2 shows.
I think we need to renegotiate this contract with a bit of bonobo conflict resolution mixed in. We got this. It's all right.
Is that me or is that him?
That was him.
Okay, Red Eye, you really roboted out that time.
Okay.
Okay, I thought that was because I meant, you sound fine now, but I thought I always have to check because last time everybody was roboting, it was me. Okay. Anyways, make sure you tip. I really need the tips. Make sure you help out, please. Also, like I said, the Patreon is very important to us. It's a big way to make our money. But like I said, every time we reach $1,000 milestone, we will do a 24-hour show. We're only like a few hundred away from making the first $1,000. So, yeah. And once we do, we'll do a 24-hour show. We'll set it up. I'll get plenty of guests and whatever, and we'll have a good time. Yeah.
Yep.
No, but anyway, Red Eye mentioned bonobos and how they use sex to deal with all their problems. Bonobos actually have they actually scissor, like in South Park. Like how the lesbian scissor. You watch a bonobo nature documentary, and God, that's literally all they do. Maybe human beings, it's what we need to do. We need to transition from the chimp war-based society to the bonobo, just everyone fucks each other kind of society.
We're done talking about bonobos.
Yes.
Red Eye keeps bringing it up, not me.
You did.
No, he did. He bring that.
I don't even know what a bonobo is.
I don't bonobo.
Yeah, you did right. I have no idea.
Anyways.
Dude, Chabonnet wall again.
Shab always. That's what I'm saying. Red Eye's going to get his pay. Talking about nincompoops. Yeah, Ben wants everybody to call me nincompoop. Nobody's done it. I watched part of the show. Nobody's done it, Ben. Your nincompoop shit failed.
That is so hilarious.
Stop being a nincompoop, Pim.
Apex levels of comedy.
Who?
No, I ain't that, John. No, we doing that.
Oh no! Listen, you two need to get together for a bit of bonobo conflict resolution. If you could see my hands right now, I'm doing the scissor thing. Going, yeah. I need a camera just so I can do that.
But seriously, John, there's no reason to throw shade, okay?
Don't do what?
Play nice with the other kids.
Don't throw shade.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I'm asking you. I'm not, I'm asking you not to do that. All right. You can throw it towards Trubisky, though.
What?
Yeah, I like verbally abusing Shab.
So Trubisky, you got to get with Red Eye and discuss how y'all gonna split up your money, because he's doing your job now.
Is he?
Yeah, the last 4 times we've done the second hour thing, he's done it.
It's cool.
Damn.
No, Red Eye gets your money from now on, motherfucker.
No, he doesn't.
All right, but only this once.
When I did the stream with Landon, Shab was off in the corner the entire time.
Well, we already got past this. You guys were talking all sciencey and shit, and I'm too smart for that, so I'm busy doing other stuff.
Growing his merch empire. Stop judging him.
Yeah, merch empire.
Yeah.
It wasn't stimulating enough for Shab.
Yeah, I had to start playing with my penis. That was a lot more stimulating.
Whoa. You weren't supposed to say that bit, Shab. Damn it.
Oh, shit. Well, was that a bit?
Yeah, don't talk about playing with your wiener when we're doing this sort of negotiation. They don't need to know that.
You can talk about it. I love when you talk about playing with your wiener. It makes me very happy to hear about your wiener, Shabby.
That's fucking hot, bro.
Whoa. Okay, you guys.
It's wiener-rific, right? It's wiener-rific.
Whoa, bro.
Come on, get a room, have a cold shower, do something. Come on, calm down.
We're all wieners here. We're never losers.
Oh, Grizz is here. Haven't seen him in the wood chat.
Yeah?
Who the fuck that is?
That's Grizz?
Yeah, Grizz has been hanging out in Chubby's, playing games.
Go fuck yourself, Chris. How about that?
Whoa. Damn.
Show you, Grizz.
Wow.
That's what you get for talking shit on my Fortnite gameplay.
Yeah.
When I'm the greatest.
Yeah. Grizz is a bitch.
Whoa.
Grizz, like, when we were watching Courage meet Scooby-Doo, he's like, this is weird. It's like, well, what else is it supposed to be?
Well, that was intriguing, John.
Yes.
What's up, Raisin, you beautiful fucker?
Whoa. You allowed to say that on television?
Whoa.
Grizz says
on television?
Grizz asked, what did I do? You said Why the Last Man was just okay.
Wow.
You have the wrong opinion. Your opinion is objectively wrong, Grizz.
Shut up, you bonobo.
Yeah. What?
Okay, now I want to talk about bonobo trivia again. And
no, we don't
Shab's
want. No, I was just calling you a bonobo. Shut up.
Wow.
See, Shab and Red Eye keep bringing up like bonobos and stuff, and then I want to go down my like primate trivia rabbit hole. Now I want to talk about how like apes pass the reflection test, and like Coco the gorilla, like gorillas typically would fail the test because of their like instinctive nature, where they don't want to like.
I don't want to hear this. Shut the fuck up.
Somebody murder somebody, please. I don't care who dies, just somebody. Fuck.
See, they keep triggering my like little primate trivia passion.
Wonderful thing about triggers is triggers are wonderful things.
John, you're starting to irritate me right now.
Run on your damn treadmill, Gene. Make some use out of yourself.
I think the only way that you can redeem yourself, John, is by giving me $40.
You're a piece of shit, Gene. Shit.
My goodness. What is happening?
Meth.
Man, I tell you what, I'm still kind of weak from yesterday.
Yeah.
Quick, let's take advantage of him, hold him down, and tickle his butt.
That was a rough day, bro.
Touch his butthole.
Yeah.
Food poisoning fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It is horrible. Thank
fun?
you, Raisin, for sharing the link. No, not fun at all.
Now, what did you think you ate that caused the food poisoning?
Well, I didn't eat but two different things. I ate this little microwave sausage biscuit thing. I think that's what it did.
So, when you were sick, did you projectile vomit and poop at the exact same time?
No, but dude, I did projectile vomit. I mean, it was sick. It was like fucking exorcism up in this motherfucker.
Dude, that's hot. That's what I'm talking
Crazy.
about.
I was waiting for my head to start spinning. Yeah, I was. It was crazy. And I was hurting until my stomach was like hurt. I was pain, dude.
Yeah, it's food poisoning sucks. It's like you go through that cycle of you basically spew your guts up, and then for about 5 minutes you feel perfectly fine, and then you feel your stomach just go and turn again, and then it just builds up until your body just goes eject.
Yeah, because I puked, and I felt like, okay, I felt a little better. I was like, okay. I feel like I was sitting here, and I turned a certain way, and all of a sudden, it came back up.
Yeah.
Worse when you're sick and you know you're going to throw up, so you start breathing in certain like intervals, hoping that you don't trigger like the gag reflex, and then it eventually happens, and you get that weird burning, acidic feeling in your throat after you puke.
Thank you once again. Thank Phil Clark. He gave another 5. Thank you, Phil Clark. I think Ben being my friend should be able. He's on the clock.
What's the worst? What's the worst booze you can puke up? And here's my opinion: vodka and orange. When you bring that shit back up, it is just the fucking worst thing to vomit, because it's just that taste of
any kind of fruity alcohol drink.
Eggnog.
It's just nah.
When I was in high school, I went to a party and all the kids were making like eggnog. Maybe that had to do with it. Maybe they didn't know what they were fucking doing, but I threw up the eggnog and it was fucking disgusting.
Anybody in my generation will know this, and especially here in America. I don't know about where you're from, Red, but MD20, Mad Dog 2020. If you've ever drank it and got drunk off of it, the sickness off that shit is fucking horrible. Oh my god! I used to drink Mad Dog Banana Red. That fucking sick. Oh my goodness! It tasted delicious, but it was. Ooh.
Speaking of picking up alcohol, imagine like people who drink mouthwash because they need to get drunk. Imagine
delicious.
Puking up mouthwash. I wonder what that's like.
Well, you'd have fresh breath instantly. It's just like, yeah. So, did you puke? Yeah, but I've been drinking mouthwash. Everything's
my mother.
So fresh.
My mother told me stories about her grandfather who was an alcoholic. He would drink vanilla extract.
Yeah, that's got alcohol in it.
Yeah, and it was pretty bad too.
It's not good for you.
The reason they like drink alcohol is it's like 30% alcohol, so it has a decent amount. It's really cheap. But my thing is, it's like couldn't it be cheaper just to like brew your own, like purchase a bunch of fruit, like frozen fruit, and try to brew it? I don't know.
Oh, you need a fucking distillery.
Well, no, you can
ferment.
Ferment shit.
Yeah. Like in prison, they'll like make their own alcohol using like little to no like resources. So you'd think that if they are willing to drink mouthwash, just create some crappy fermented like personally brewed alcohol.
You're a personally brewed bitch.
Wow.
What's that?
You're a personally brewed bitch.
It's not nice.
Damn.
I'm getting angry.
Cranky.
Are you getting mad? Verbally abuse Shabisky over me.
Nobody's tipping me right now. I'm starting to get pissed. I'm gonna take off my headphones and go,
Uh-oh. Did you have to Hulk out? Oh, no. How horrible.
See, y'all, woo, y'all asked for that. Yeah, that's y'all's fault that happened. Yeah, somebody said I feel like Jägermeister is the word. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've always said this: if you're over the age of 25 and you drink Jägermeister, you should be hitting the stomach.
Oh, I'll tell you another bad one to get really sick on is fucking Drambuie. That shit is rocket fuel. Have you ever got drunk on Drambuie? Like just nailed drink. What we used to drink is these little shots called blood clots, and you just Drambuie and you get just a little dollop of cherry Voc, and just let it go blip into the middle of and it gets suspended in the middle of the Drambuie like a fucking clot of blood. And you just
I don't think I've ever heard of Drambuie, to be honest.
Drambuie is fucking it's rocket fuel. It is liquid fire in your belly, and it is very potent booze indeed. It is. They used to use it when they made. You remember the drink, the Flaming Lamborghini?
Mm-hmm.
You don't you remember those? They actually had to bar those from the nightclub because people fucking ended up in hospital with alcohol. Basically, it's a drink with all of these really fucking gnarly fucking different boozes in it, and then they set it on fire and you start drinking it. Well, you know what you're doing when you're burning it. What are you burning away when you light an alcoholic beverage on fire?
Alcohol.
Yeah.
So
the real smart fuckers would let the dude light it, and then they'd instantly blow it out, and they just go.
What about like throwing up moonshine? What do you think that'd be like?
I don't think you'd be so drunk you wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's right. Long hair, but basically become a flaming Dr. Pepper. I got a flaming Dr. Pepper in my
flaming Dr. Pepper. Okay. What's those generational change?
I once drank a shot of tequila out of an 83-year-old woman's asshole.
Ew.
That's fucking hot, bro. I mean, ew.
What's a good tequila drink? One called a
She kept yelling, "Call me Grandma Morgan! Call me Grandma Morgan!"
Whoa, inappropriate. Hey, who's had a Brave Bull? That's
he's talking about my grandmother.
Tequila and Kahlua on ice. That's fucking good. Shit gets you drunk as fuck.
What the hell?
And then I got so drunk on that shit that I woke up in a different state. It's like, how the fuck did I get here?
It's got spirulina. It's got some kale in it.
Oh, Jesus.
And blueberry, chia seeds.
Ew.
Hemp seeds.
Ew.
It's got MCT oil, coconut water.
Ew.
All your daily nutrients.
It's got tree jizz in it. Lovely.
It looks like shit.
It is shit. It's literal shit, and he's drinking it.
It is a jar of
make you shit. There's quite a bit of fiber in it.
Whoa, we didn't need to know that.
Yeah. It does help you with your regular bowel movements.
We don't need to know about you pooping.
Yeah.
Did we ask you about that? What the fuck?
Inappropriate,
Are we your doctor?
Yeah, John.
What the fuck?
Are we your bowelologist?
You guys talk about bowel movements all the time.
No, we don't. We talk about poop. We're highbrow. You
guys are gaslighting me again.
But when we talk about bowel movements, John, we do it where it's funny.
Yeah. That's an assertion.
Mm-hmm.
A correct one.
We do it.
You did I have a good, awesome bowel movement in my bowels.
These chia seeds help me poop.
This coconut chia seed grasshopper nut.
Dude, I wonder what that would taste like. I need to get some grasshoppers and throw it in there.
John.
Ew.
I'm just going to juice up some grasshoppers and throw them in with my chia seed. And I'm going to have a great smoothie here. High protein content. Not good for the vegans, though. I'm sorry. We'll do a vegan shake next week.
Well, to be fair, I put whey protein in it.
Oh.
That's where I get the protein.
I don't like it.
We don't care, Gene.
I'd put a cow in there for protein. That's just me, though. I'd like just get a cheeseburger and go, hey, it's got some protein in it because there's Cow.
Well, red meat is actually, there's studies that show that it's a carcinogen. It's got a lot of cholesterol,
so's the very atmosphere you're breathing. John, what's your point?
Well,
then I'm going to die from eating delicious fucking cheeseburgers? Bring it on.
I get to feel all superior to people who don't eat as healthy as me. That's it.
Okay.
John, I will punch you in the stomach.
See, many years ago, I embraced being an omnivore. I will just eat all sorts of shit.
Well, I'm going to tell you, John, I'm a fat fucker. I eat a lot of shit. That ain't good. And if you ever pointed at my food and said something negative toward it, I would just literally rip your fucking face off.
Pimp.
Break your finger off and eat it.
If you drink my like chia seed coconut water kale shakes, you want to be fat.
Here's the point, right? Yes, eating healthy is good. It is very good.
Yeah.
But the way I eat ain't none of your goddamn business. Oh yeah, I'm unhealthy. I know this, but when people come up, you shouldn't be eating this. You shouldn't be telling the motherfucker that will bite your goddamn eyeball out that he shouldn't be eating this.
Well, I didn't tell you you shouldn't eat anything.
That's like people tell me, smoking's bad for you. Yeah, so is getting your ass whooped by a smoker.
Dang.
Whoa. Smoking is pretty bad for you, Pimp.
Oh, Jesus.
I will burn you with my cigarette.
In Minecraft.
No, in reality, I will burn your fucking eyeball out, John Morgan.
No, that's in Minecraft he's talking about. It's a simulator of reality in Minecraft. Yeah.
No, they don't fuck with video game. This is reality. I'll fuck your life, you son of a bitch.
No, disavowing, abort, eject sequence, call the lawyers. Help me, Jeebus.
Did you know there are recent studies that found that nicotine actually causes depression?
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
How did that jump up? That's like we jumped the rails, fucking flipped over a highway, landed on a bike track, skidded again. Now we've ended up in some canal on a barge. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Rabbit holes are fun.
Yeah, but this, like, I do rabbit holes all the time with my friends, but these ones are disorientating, John. This is like I'm getting nauseous and motion sickness.
Mind fuck of a rabbit hole.
I got a question for you, Red Eye. Do you think it's a coincidence that 80% of my followers on TikTok are black women?
I'm going to say yes, absolutely, just a fucking coincidence. Wow, that's amazing. How did that happen?
And I have way more followers than our people I follow, so I'm just saying that they know the people got the swag. That's what it is. People got the swag. I'll never forget about the time I was sitting at the bus station, sitting there minding my own damn business. Wasn't saying nothing to nobody. This black girl come over and sit beside me. She said, "Can I ask you something?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "You like black women, don't you?" I was like, "How the hell could you tell?" She said, "Baby, you got that swag."
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
I don't have that.
And it was probably because I was looking at every black girl's ass and walked by.
Yeah.
That's probably what gave it away.
Yeah. Maybe. Or that you've been on the internet for several years now and you constantly said, I like the black ladies. It's like, okay.
Well, and I definitely don't. Let's make this clear. I do not fetishize black women. It's just who I am and what I love. Like I was like, we talked about this. Me and Monty and a bunch of other people. I was raised in the neighborhood. I was the only white boy on the block. There was 2 white girls on the block, and they dated black guys. So if I was gonna get in the coochie, I had to get with a black chick. And that just, I mean, that's just the way it always was with me.
I mean, if you do fetishize somebody based on race, is there really anything wrong with that?
Yes. I would think so, right? Yeah, there's something wrong with that, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to base your attraction to someone else.
No, because I will date white women too. I will date a white woman too, but I have a type. We all have types.
Yeah, but
we have a type, and
when
I
it comes
have
to what someone's like sexually attracted to, like I don't think people can really control that. So
yeah,
people
but
are more
fetishizing it though is like you're only doing it because they are black. They're only because it's not their personality. It's not who they are. You're not attracted to. You're only attracted to their black skin. That's fetishizing.
I'd agree that that's kind of indecent. Like if you're only getting with women or getting with somebody just for sexual reasons.
Yeah, and you know, and like when I talk, and you know, I mention it and stuff, and I also do it to try to help with in my own little way, which is probably not doing it, but help with against racism. But when I talk about it, but like when I talk to women, I never, hey baby, I like you because you're black. That's just, I never, no. But yeah, it is that. Yeah, exactly, Raising Girl. There is a difference between having a type and because I am attracted to women of color, but I'm also there's plenty of white women I'm attracted to too, and Asian women. But now I do like darker skinned women.
About albino women.
I've never been with an albino woman, John. I don't know. But I have been with Mexican girls, and I've been with black women. I'm not sure if I've been with
Aborigines.
No, but I have been with an indigenous woman. Yes, I have been with an indigenous woman. So, but I'm not sure if I've been with an Asian girl. I don't know. I think so. That sounds bad.
Here's something I've just realised in all of the years that I've been with chicks. I never directly asked them, "What's your ethnic background?"
Yeah, you don't do that.
Like one girl I dated, she had a last name that was a bit of a tell that she had an Italian heritage, but other than that, it was just never a thing for me. It's just like I was attracted to a person. It didn't matter fucking.
I'm gonna tell you now. I dated kind of dated a Haitian girl one time, right? Well, those motherfuckers badass. I'm Haitian girl, boy. Yo, they got a temple. When she caught me fucking somebody, no, I'm joking, but I've never cheated on anybody. Which we weren't in a real relationship either way. So. But yeah, then we need to get off this subject. We talking about Shabby's asshole.
Yeah, no,
Go on.
I don't want to. No, I don't.
Go on. Shut up. Go on.
You.
We need more tips. We've only made 2 tips, and they're both for $5 tips from Phil Clark. We need tips. I need to make this go before the end of the show. What kind of bird is that?
That was a crow.
Really? I thought it was an Australian black-billed woodpecker.
There's Australian, or there's crows in Australia.
Yes.
There's Australians and crows?
Wait, they have birds there?
Yeah, we import them. And as soon as we let them out of the cage, they sit in a tree for 5 minutes, work out that it's just gum leaves and koala shit everywhere, and they go, fuck this, and they start flying wherever the fuck they fly off to. Then we got to go and catch them and bring them back. It's really lots of labour involved. It's really hard to keep birds in Australia. It's just difficult. Nearly as hard as keeping mangoes
hard
on
to keep people in Australia.
Nah, it's easy. The government closed the border down 2 years ago and doesn't let anybody leave now. It's fucking sorted. Oh, they actually did hint that December we may start allowing people to come to Australia again if they've been fully vaccinated and they follow quarantine procedures. So, yeah, and we hit the 50% vaccination target in Australia. I think it was yesterday. So 50% of the population is fully vaccinated, which is a bit of good news. I'm still waiting to get my first shot, but should be a couple of days.
According to a new study, the coronavirus is the leading cause of death in our state.
Not surprising.
No. Yeah, it's dude. People in this fucking on my local news. If you want to read some crazy people, go on Facebook. Go to WTVA 9 News and just look at some of those articles in the comments. My goodness.
Yeah, people are getting really frustrated, and I understand that cabin fever is a bad thing. But going out in Australia, there's a lot of protests at the moment. They went and sort of fucked with the cops for 2 days. Well, yeah, yesterday the cops went, "Oh, we can fuck back, you realise?" And they fucking arrested 82 people, and even the ABC was calling their pushback brutal. Like, the cops went out and beat the fucking shit out of these fucking dudes yesterday. Now, for 2 days beforehand, these dudes were putting the cops in hospital, and the cops were not retaliating with the same sort of force. Well, yesterday they went out fully armored up with the big sticks and just 82 people arrested. So yeah, just, I know it's frustrating, and we just got to fucking keep hanging in there and fucking persevere, because if we all hang in there and just wait until there's enough of the population vaccinated, we will eventually open back up. It's just a little bit more time.
A lot of the anti-vaxxers that are against, like, they're dealing with cabin fever and stuff, that they just got fucking vaccinated, stop being oppositional, they wouldn't have to fucking deal with social isolation.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I was reading a comment, and this says a lot of, COVID burnout. A lot of people have walked away from the healthcare field over the last year due to the COVID stress and all that shit. And this one dumbass, we're gonna say her first name, but Felicia. Oh, of course. Goodbye, Felicia. Says, do you want to hear from those that have been terminated because their religious or medical exemptions were denied for the jab, or doctors who have been threatened to have their license pulled if they use other treatments that had better efficiency? Yes, they should be threatened to have because they're using treatments that aren't proven to help. They're using fucking, oh God.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, when it comes to like certain treatments that don't have like the kind of peer-reviewed testing behind them, I don't know. I think there should be somewhat of an option, but I don't think that it should be tied with like your typical like ER medical facilities. I do think that if a doctor wants to open up a private practice to test some kind of more experimental stuff, people should be able to sign off on it. Because I know with like MS and stuff, like there's some forms of treatment that aren't that well studied, and there's not a lot of evidence to show that it works. But
here's my problem. Here's my major problem with this stuff is that these people are willing to take anything but the vaccine.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know what's in the vaccine, but tell me what's in fucking the horse medicine. So tell me what's in. You don't know. Tell me what's in Tylenol, motherfucker. Yeah. You don't read the ingredients in Tylenol. You all of a sudden care about fucking ingredients all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's cognitive dissonance. They it's compartmentalism. They all have all these contradicting beliefs in their head, and they don't fucking think. And it's just like when people like hear like, oh, vaccines cause autism. It's like, these are the kind of people where the internet exists, and it's just, this is something they're hearing from word of mouth. And it's like, if you wanted to, you could, instead of spending like 5 hours watching TV, you could spend a few hours just like researching stuff online, and you can very like quickly like find out that like that is an incredibly stupid theory that vaccines cause autism. Like, how does injecting a fake virus in your body cause the neurons in your brain to mutate into the kind of like neurons that have like 5 times the amount of synapses, which is the kind of neurological disorder that people with autism have. So it's like, it's not even like chemically or physically possible for something like that to happen.
Well, hold on. What if I told you that the autisms may cause the vaccines?
Oh.
Because there's a decent amount of people in a certain scientific field that may be on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Because they're really good at concentrating on tasks and shit. They can really focus on fucking shit, and do repetitive, like the same test 50 million times and watch it like a fucking hawk and get these results, which, you know, have led to things like the COVID vaccine being developed. The very people, I love that joke when I saw that meme that autism causes vaccines, and then they explain the whole statistics of the breakdown of it. And it's like, oh shit, that's kind of funny and on point.
Well,
but when I researched,
wait, I want to say something. My uncle is recently started. Well, he's living in with her now. A nurse, and she said, I talked to her. She's here last night. She said just about every bed in the whole hospital was for COVID, and none of them that she's talked to were vaccinated. None of them.
Yeah, I know. It's because the whole argument is coming up, but it doesn't stop you from getting this blah blah. So yeah, and I'm not even going to go through and explain it anymore. Like, okay, then if you don't want it, just remember we offered you a fucking chance to not end up in hospital, and like I said, we will get to the point where I think society will go, we've wasted enough time. We've been in lockdown, in and out of lockdown for fucking nearly 2 years. We're done with this shit. And, you know, we'll probably just create hospices for these places to go and fucking expire. And that's sadly what's going to happen to a lot of these people that don't want to get the jab. And again, I do, just terrified of needles. I've got my prescription for Valium. I'm going to go and fill it after the show today and quickly check in with the pharmacy that's going to be giving me the jab, and as soon as that fucking thing's delivered to the pharmacy, I'm popping a pill, waiting 15 minutes, and then getting the missus to drive me down there so I can get stabbed. Got to do it, man. It's fucking coming.
Yeah, it's getting bad, and if you and this statistically, they're saying if you don't get the fucking
you're fucked.
Vaccines, the probability of you catching COVID is pretty high.
Yeah. Even with the vaccine, I'm probably still eventually going to catch COVID, but at best, I'll be totally asymptomatic. At worst, I'll end up in ICU for 2 days instead of fucking several months. And there's some people that one guy in Australia spent over a fucking year in the ICU because of COVID. They just released him a week and a half ago. He spent over a fucking year, and most of that time out of it, just nearly dead.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, yes, we know that you can still catch it with vaccines.
Yep.
We know that nobody's ever said that you couldn't. However, look at the statistics of what's going on. Look at 2% of hospitalizations are vaccinated people. That is a big percentage difference.
We need to start telling everyone that vaccines are actually bad for you and the government's not going to allow people to get vaccinated. Then all the anti-vaxxers are going to want to get vaccinated. And the government needs to just appoint a bunch of hey, these people, they can get you vaccines behind the counter.
That's great.
Yeah.
You're silly.
Shit is mad.
You're so silly.
Oh.
Silly Gene.
A silly John. You're just a goofball.
You're silly.
You crazy cookie dude.
Silly dipshit.
So did Trudeau get re-elected in Canadians the Kanakistanian election? So I haven't been watching the results. Apparently he lost his majority, and he may have to power share, from what I understood, with a minority party of some description.
How many terms has he been in office?
47.
I think this is his third, second or third. His dad was in the job for a while too, I believe.
Yeah, they don't do like Americans. You get 2 terms and your ass is gone.
I do think maybe we should get
No, we shouldn't. We should not get We should not get more than 2 terms. And I do not like the idea of a president more than 2 terms. At all. I don't like that idea at all. At all. I'm not nowhere near.
Imagine
the problem is
hold on. Imagine Trump pulling a fucking Vladimir Putin. Go and look at what Vladimir Putin has done to stay in power over the last 20 years. Yeah. The shady fucking shit that, like, anyone that could possibly beat him in an open election is in fucking prison, right? And then he changes the fucking goddamn rules so he can stay in power and just. Some say that is the world's richest man right now is fucking Vladimir Putin. He is sitting on a mountain of fucking money.
I think he's probably the richest man too.
Because you think of all the money that all the companies have been fucking funneling in there. They sell gas to everyone in Europe via a pipeline. And you just know that the Russian mafia has been doing all of that fucking ransomware hack shit, and that the Russian government's just going, you give us some fucking money or niet. And so they go, oh, state sponsored, no problem.
It's also in Siberia, like all the lumber, natural resources there. I mean, it's a big chunk of the planet's landmass that they have to exploit.
Yeah, it is.
But regarding the term limit thing, it's like most people, it's like they only pay attention to the federal government. So it's like your state and local government has much more influence over your day-to-day life. And like when it comes to the federal government, like a lot of the, like at least with the executive branch, like the important factors associated with them is with foreign affairs, which is what a lot of people don't pay attention to. So they want the federal government to fix all of these kind of like internal like state issues in which the people that like care about that kind of stuff, they don't vote for their congressmen, they don't vote for their local politicians, and they want the president to fix the stuff that the president doesn't really have a lot of control over. And then it's like they ignore the fact that like much of the power the executive branch and the president has is over like pretty much controlling people who aren't even citizens in the country overseas. And like I don't know, like when you talk about like certain like issues with like the wars in the Middle East, it's like you have another president that comes into office, and it's like you have these military operations that need like a 10-20 year plan. And it's like it turns into this giant boondoggle, like with Vietnam and everything, because every time a new president comes in the office, they just kind of retcon like the original policy. So maybe the president shouldn't be commander in chief. Maybe we should have some other elected official who acts as the commander in chief, and that is just their job. There's some separate power of the president within the executive branch, and their job is they are the commander in chief, and they deal with all the diplomatic military affairs. And maybe they can run for.
I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea.
Military junta from a certain country, ring a bell. That's exactly what fucking happens. Those old fuckers have been hanging around in the army for decades, and every time the civilian government comes in and goes, yeah, listen, you guys need to stop doing this, and they adjust rules and shit, you know what happens? Well, guess what just happened over in that country? Who's fucking running the show right now? Shooting fucking protesters down, right? And and the world's sort of just sitting by going, we don't see nothing. And that's been going on for like a fucking year. I remember getting yelled at on Twitter because I brought it up by some fucking random fucking chick. It was just the weirdest fucking thing she started screaming at me about. I'm trying to point out that women are being shot in the back while protesting here. And you guys are whinging about your right to protest during a pandemic in Australia. Where are your fucking priorities?
Yeah.
You know? And she was whinging about, you shouldn't be having a go about the women in Australia. I'm trying to point out that you girls have got it pretty good. These women are being shot, and you seem to be more concerned about your right to go out and make a cunt out of yourself during a fucking pandemic. What the fuck? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that military ruler that stays in power forever, very bad idea, John.
Well, I don't think I don't think they should stay in power forever. I'm just saying they should be given more time. Or maybe we should just be less involved overseas. Maybe that's the issue. We shouldn't be sending troops there to begin with. But
you do have generals and stuff that have been big in diplomacy, like Mad Dog. He was there for a fucking while, and there's several other, Colin Powell. These other people that you're talking about that fill these positions. That position's already kind of being filled in the background. Like when Trump was having his little fucking hissy fit, apparently some forward-thinking bastard went and made sure that he couldn't get his hands on the nuclear football while he was having his fucking meltdown. So there's people doing their job, and that made me good. I said this years ago when Trump first got in power. I'm not too worried about Trump because the people can actually do the bad shit. They're not going to hand him the briefcase to launch nukes. At worst, he can launch a few cruise missiles at a fucking airport and ring his friends in fucking a certain country, say, move all your shit because in half an hour we're going to bomb the fuck out of most of that airport, except this corner. Which is exactly what you guys did when you bombed that airport and you rung the Russians and went, move your stuff out of the way. In Syria. It was fucking ridiculous. $60 million worth of missiles, but you rung the Russians and said, get all the stuff out of there. Fuck. What the fuck? Anyway, rant over.
Yeah, people who try to defend Trump and claim that he isn't a bad president, it's like I said, most of what the president does is more with diplomatic affairs that are kind of external to internal affairs within the country, and he's done terrible with that. The rest of the world is laughing at us over how Trump has dealt with the other world's leaders, and you don't want some antisocial narcissist acting as the face of the country. And once more, a lot of people are just completely oblivious to just that dynamic of how the government works.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, here's one thing. I bet you a lot of Americans couldn't name foreign diplomats to their major allies. Like, for instance, what's the name of the American diplomat stationed in Australia right now?
Butch,
I don't know.
I don't even know his fucking name. And here's the best bit: while Trump was president, we didn't even have a fucking ambassador out here because no one would take the job on his behalf.
His name is Butch Amos.
Oh, one other interesting piece of information: America is the only country that owns the ground that your embassy's on. All other countries basically rent dirt off us and we allow them to have their shit there, but we can go on bulldozers if we want. America owns the ground that their embassy's on. Because we like you guys. We're like bros.
Well, I'm not your bro. Anyways, we got
we are at war.
We got 10 minutes, and I need to at least make $40 on my go. My go was 60. I need to make 40 more. Come on, somebody give me 40. And I'll do a happy dance. A really happy dance. Because I need this cash. I need the cash.
The cash.
The cash. I do need the cash very much. I need way more than what I'm asking for, but I'm trying to go low because people hadn't been tipping much lately. And I'm about to cry, but you just say it.
Look what you fucking did, people.
Yeah, made me sad.
You guys are guilty of neglect, which is a form of abuse towards the host of the show that you watch.
Mm-hmm. I'm very sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't 006 ever donate?
Ask him.
Their prostitution career
He always talks about how awesome Canada is, and if Canada's so exceptional, shouldn't you have some level of disposable income where you can donate some of that money to Pimp, who lives in America, where he's oppressed, and
Yeah.
you save all that money on your superior healthcare system.
Yeah.
And Pimp, he needs healthcare.
Definitely. There's this guy named Bill Pucci who gives money out for people, and he's like, if you make a video, I sent a video try to get some fucking help with my teeth and shit today. I did do that. But only if I had a friend who was like a bridge builder or something that would give 40, that would be cool. If I had a friend like that.
Oh. Been giving a lot of tips recently I want other people to participate.
Yeah, but you're my friend, Mr.
Oh.
Bridge Builder.
Quick message about my merch store. I have added ladies' t-shirts as an option, so plenty of colors.
Wait, now I can get a shirt?
Hell yeah, you can
my
fit them
God.
titties in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My Discord, somebody purchased a mug.
There you go.
That's dumb. Whoever did that should be
Now-
beheaded.
And now
fuck them.
August says he wants to get some
Fuck
Red Eye
that,
merch.
August. You get my merch, okay? The Kitty and Shabs merch is the greatest. Don't get Gene's shit.
It's great stuff.
That's Red Eye shit, not my shit.
Oh. Well, get my shit. For God.
Definitely get red eye shit. Definitely do it. Get it.
I appreciate everyone that's
My
grabbed
shit
something.
ain't, yeah. My
Very
shit ain't
kind.
out yet, but it's coming, I hope. Soon. I got damn fucking facial hair. But we got 9 minutes, John Morgans. I'd tip you more if I could. Man, I understand Phil Clark. John's going to finish it up. Don't worry about it.
God, you put all the pressure on me.
I'm Gene.
No, but 006 needs to write an essay about how Canada beat us in 1812, because we all know that isn't true.
Which essay do you think he should write?
I just told you.
But why would he write on an essay? That dude may get mad.
He's brainwashed by his Canadian government that the Canadians actually won the war.
I think you got the wrong country there, John. The
What
wrong
do you mean,
border.
the wrong-
The wrong border, John. You're talking about
Non-Gene
essays.
drugs.
Wow. This is going pear-shaped. Disavowing at this point.
Wrong border, John.
Yep, I disavowed. That was lucky. Phew. It's a very good opportunity to mention that I've got some disavow merch in the shop. Oh, yes. Shameless plug was shameless. Holy fuck, I should be
Yeah,
saying
5
that.
of them in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he
I'm
needs
a
to just copy
fucking
and paste.
dirty whore.
By the way,
From,
did you hear about my
Wikipedia.
merch? Oh yeah, I do have merch, by the way. If I didn't mention.
Brother, do you have a merchandise store?
Yeah, I do actually have merchandise.
often-
Thank you for mentioning
Yeah.
it.
I was worried I wasn't going to get to mention it during the show. Thank fuck for that. You're a fucking very kind man, boss. I appreciate you. Very kind.
No, but you do need to buy his merch.
And
He
shabby.
has merch.
In Shabby, yeah. And John Morgan's. Buy John Morgan's too.
I don't have
Yeah,
any
but-
merch yet.
Yeah,
You just
buy
said
mine
somebody
then.
bought a mug?
Bought
No, I
mine,
said
mate.
they bought, Red Eye's mug.
Oh,
Yeah.
Red Eyes mug.
Yep.
Oh, okay, well, fuck.
Many kind folks getting some stuff. And if anyone's not happy, please let me know and I'll make sure that you get sorted out.
I'm not happy.
I need to talk to Red Eye about creating my own merch store.
Leave
Dude,
Red Eye alone.
Teespring is so fucking easy to use that I actually set up something and it's working, which is kind of fucking amazing. Now, the UI is a little bit dickish, but you just persevere with it and mess around with it, and soon enough you have stuff. It's just have your art done and ready, and then it's a piece of piss. It is really easy.
Your piss.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Piss in your
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh. After the show, babe. Woo.
There you go. Little
R.
adventure.
Kelly you all night.
It's on like
Wow.
Donkey Kong.
Oh damn.
Dun, 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 dun.
Didn't they trademark, like Nintendo trademarked the term, it's on like Donkey Kong?
Probably.
Like a few years
Probably.
ago, and it's a bunch of controversy associated with that.
Yeah, well, you know, Nintendo are like the fucking Borg when it comes to defending their IP, which is why they have so much fucking money, because any time anyone tries to do anything other than like obvious parody, they get
Yeah.
fucked up.
Well,
They
you know
forgot-
what? Every time they said that people try to use something from Nintendo, you know what happens? It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, fucking A.
Damn.
Well, they didn't trademark it's on like Diddy Kong, so I guess you could use
Yeah.
that as a substitute.
I imagine Nintendo would take exception to that rather quickly and ask you to cease and desist.
It's
At
on,
least
like,
they're polite. They do send you a cease and desist first before they fucking ruin you. Go ask Soldier Boy. He's done it a few times now. He's a veteran at getting cease and desist letters from fucking Nintendo. That guy.
He
this
rip-off artist though.
Fucking
this
idiot.
one gaming website that I used to like watch and like when I was in high school, it's called Screw Attack, and every year they do like the Turdsies, which is like the Razzies version of video games, and they'd send out the trophies to the certain developers and publishers, and they sent one to Nintendo, and they said that Nintendo was the only company that actually sent the trophy back.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
if they sent it to the Japanese head office, they definitely would have sent it back. If they sent it to the Americans, they probably would have kept it because they would have got the joke. The Japanese, you don't, when it comes to business, you've got to be very fucking prim and proper and polite and show respect, because if you don't, they're going to be very unhappy.
Nobody tipping. Damn it. I'm getting
Dude,
upset.
006 is neglecting his essay.
You're
Whoa.
neglecting your essay, you son of a bitch.
He's not doing his homework.
Wow. Is this really happening in 2021?
Chad, you need to pimp a big old thick gold chain.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like a clock too.
With
Now,
an
you don't want to be Flavor Flav. You don't want to be Flavor.
No, big emerald fucking weed leaf. Yeah. Just made out of emeralds. Yeah.
I did a TikTok day. Some dude said, name me one artist that's better than Drake. I named like 10.
Justin Bieber.
Whoa.
So many better than Drake. I did some from hip hop, some from blues, some from rock. I don't think Drake's that fucking good. I mean,
aw, be nice to Drake.
I'm not a Drake fan. Never have been. I'm not saying he's horrible or nothing. I'm just not a big fan.
I'm pretty sure you're saying he's Adolf Hitler. That's what I just heard you say. I heard you say Drake is so bad. I'm pretty sure he's fucking Hitler. I'm like, wow.
I said Stalin.
Ah, okay, right.
Billy Joel's better than Drake.
Billy Joel is better than Drake.
John Denver's better than
Damn.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
Gene's
wow.
Shade at Drake, dude.
Wow. Terrifying.
Andre Ocelli. It's greater than Drake.
I'm upset.
Oh, don't be upset.
I am, because I need his money, and I'm broke as fuck. I got 2 minutes. He has some talent, but that doesn't make him great. I agree with that, long hair. And that I agree with. Yeah, I think he's a talented guy. I mean, of course he's got some talent, but he's
he's a far more successful musician than I'll ever be. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're a good musician, though. No, you are. John Morgan gave 40. Thank you. He says Justin Trudeau is more racist than Trump, for Trudeau does blackface. Okay, well.
Wow.
Well, thank you, John. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. That actually makes us very close to the goal, because the goal was 60, and we made 50. So yeah. All jokes aside, and thank you so much, John. I do appreciate it. Red Eye is a very talented guitarist. Very talented.
There's plenty of better.
I'm not just because there's better. Just because there's better, though, doesn't take away from your talent. You're still a talented guy. And I have respect. Go ahead, John.
I'm a better pianist than Shab.
I don't know. I've never heard either one of you.
What about your penis?
Shab and I, we need to play piano back to back. Like
we'll kiss.
Dueling penises. All right, let's do this.
Like the Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, and Roger Rabbit.
Yeah,
jerk each other off.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that was an awesome movie. I was shocked. It turns out that movie was actually based on a book.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something. I want to say something. We're talking about music, and I've been watching a lot of guitars lately. I have come to a decision right now. Yeah. I think the greatest guitarist of all time is Stevie Ray Vaughan.
You could be right.
I truly do believe that. I've been watching a lot of different guitars. That was one bad motherfucker.
Yeah. It's flooding down in Texas and all the telephone lines are down.
Yeah, oh my God, this shit is so awesome.
Right? Yeah, there's a guitar that they actually did the artwork to it, and it's just this beautiful fucking picture of like a flooded area with fucking some phone lines and telegraph poles with the lines down. It's on a Fender Strat, I do believe. It's like I would like to own it.
I was watching the video the other day where he was playing the guitar behind his back as good as you could play it, holding it ready.
Yeah.
Lady Lobotomy says Drake is trash.
Here's the crazy part about what happened too with sorry to cut you over there, Shab, but that should have been Eric Clapton that died that day. Because what they were at a gig. No, this is fucking what happened. They were at a gig.
I know where you're going, yeah.
And fucking Clapton fucking was going to take that first chopper, but I'm not sure what the reason, right? But they ended up giving Stevie Ray jumped in the first chopper and it went down.
Yeah,
that should have been fucking Eric Clapton.
They had a playoff that night too. Like a bunch of guitarists got on stage and they said Stevie blew everybody away.
Yeah, the dude was a fucking dynamo, especially.
Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
All right. He was just an incredibly gifted player, and he could put on a fucking live show. Like the dude could deliver the goods in a live environment. Not everybody can do it to the level that he did it. That's just my personal opinion. That the dude was a fucking legend in blues. I'd definitely put him up there in the top bracket without a shadow of a doubt. It's hard for me to pick the best blues player because there's so fucking many. It's like Gary Moore's another guy that I'd just go, dude's fucking crazy good. John Lee Hooker. This just, there's so fucking many people.
B.B. King.
B.B. King. There you go. There's fucking B.B. King and Lucille.
Yeah.
Miles Davis.
Muddy Waters. There's a bunch of them. Yep. But I still think Stevie's the best. I do. And I'm talking about best guitarists of all genres. I really believe he's the best.
Yeah. There's dudes out there that, when it comes to technical proficiency, just blow his fucking doors off.
I'm just saying it's my. Like I said,
I understand.
I'm not saying that I'm right, but yeah, go ahead.
Just like for that class of music, definitely. I can't provide a counter argument that says he's not the best, but when I look at guitarists, it's like a gemstone. There's facets, and there's dudes that are specialized in certain things. There's like classical guitarists that can pick up a flamenco guitar and do things on them that Stevie Ray Vaughan could not fucking do. That's just a fucking fact, and they would blow his fucking mind. There's guys out there that do a style of they incorporate rhythmic tapping into their playing as well. And if you've ever heard some of these fuckers, it's just mind-blowing that they're playing two instruments at once. And they're doing it on a level that you just mind-blowing. But Stevie was a fucking god amongst fucking men. Without a shadow of a doubt. That's my opinion.
We're finna have to go, John, so go ahead and get that out. What was you going to say, Bob? Go ahead.
What's the genre called? Like, it's mostly in Latin America where it's like guitar duos and they just play guitar. It's instrumental, and they'll do a lot of drumming on the guitars. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it flamenco? I'm not sure if you call it flamenco or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's called that.
I'm not sure what the name is,
but it's about
incredibly rhythmic, and what they're doing too, the amount of notes and rhythmic beats that are being played per minute are fucking mind-blowing. Like, these dudes are doing hundreds of little taps per minute, along with playing very complex chord structures and plucking, and it's fucking amazing.
I'll pluck you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Give me
I want to see the video. Can we get a high-def video of that?
But no, that sounds like that one instrument. What is that instrument called?
A guitar.
But it's called something like, it sounds like bonobo.
I'm not sure.
No, I want to go down another bonobo rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bonobo your hole.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Gene, you like that talk?
You like that talk, don't you? Anyways.
You like that talk?
Anyways. Who in the world is Levy Lobotomy?
The greatest person that ever existed, possibly.
Okay.
No, but
Okay.
speaking of bonobos, like in the Planet of the Apes films, there's orangutans,
Oh, James.
there's
We didn't
chimps,
ask you to
No,
talk.
there's
John.
gorillas.
No, John,
Nah.
we're ending the show.
Why aren't there any
Listen,
bonobos?
everybody go over to Shabiscu's channel. He's gonna be doing a show, a stream here in a minute. Make
Click
sure
the
you
link in the
check. Make
chat.
sure you check out John Morgan's podcast on Sundays. At what time, John?
Pedantic Pedestrian Podcast.
That is not what I asked.
You said, I thought you
Yes,
said
that's
what's
the
it called?
time, but Dan,
I said-
Oh,
Yeah.
9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Got there in the end,
On
John.
Sunday.
Good for you. Good for you.
You gotta learn how to plug shit, John.
Oh, check out my merch store. I haven't mentioned that yet.
Oh,
I don't
you
think
haven't
tonight.
mentioned that yet, have you?
Yeah, check out my merch store
Yeah.
at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Wait.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow on the Friday show. I don't know who's going to be here, but somebody will be.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'll probably be there.
Everybody's going to be here.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Trubisky, let me borrow